we're back. Welcome back, guys. Mike Frank with Berkshire Hathaway, Frank Oliver and Company, coming to you again on another beautiful, beautiful Monday. And it's, guess what? Sweater weather. So I'm super excited to be going into the fall for the first time, as we're not having like the hot summer weather, and really feel like we're turning corner towards the end of the year. It's kind of crazy where 2020 has gone. And as a matter of fact, something crazy to note, we just got numbers in August real estate sales for our greater Baltimore Metro. We learned that August, amid all of the economic and the financial downturn, the change in unemployment rate and everything going on, our August was actually a record-setting month, not only for our team, but also for the Baltimore Metro as a whole. So let's keep pushing through and make 2020 your year to buy a home. And if you're thinking about buying a home in 2021, we are going to have another home buyer event, virtual again, because we do want to keep all of our people safe. Speaking of other events, we're going to be doing a pie party again the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. We look forward to seeing you guys. Our opportunity to give thanks for all of our great clients and giving out a pie for the appreciation for you guys to go home and enjoy with your family on Thanksgiving. It's probably going to be a drive-by pie party, so we're going to be doing that Frisbee thing that they do for Domino's. But stop by, grab a pie, and we're excited to see you. Also, bunch of things are happening. People are still going through the home inspections process. We're still able to do that in person with social distancing, where people are able to learn more about their home and be excited about the process of buying, even in 2020 and all the things going on. So very excited for all the transactions that are happening right now and looking forward to closing out a number like the Ravens did over the weekend. So super awesome Ravens win in grand fashion. Love seeing that over the Washington football team, which is kind of funky, but if you're a Redskins fan, sorry about that. Anyway, so moving on, we're going to be talking today about should you buy a fixer-upper or a move-in ready house? And I think you can extrapolate that question. Should you buy a full-on renovation project or should you buy something that is already renovated? So there's like four ends of that spectrum. So you have already renovated, move-in ready, you have what I call a little project house, and then you have a renovation project. So lots of different things to consider. And as you're looking at it, we're going to talk about pros and cons of both sides. So the pro of a fixer-upper or a renovation project is that we're typically going to be buying at well under market value. Why? Because market value is going to say that buyers are not going to be willing to pay as much money for a home that is not yet ready to move in by comparison to one that's move-in ready. So we're going to be getting that house at a price point that's approachable and give us a little bit of money for renovations. It's also going to give us a little bit more potential increase in value because where we're spending our money, let's just say we replace the kitchen and we put in granite countertops, we're not paying for a move-in ready kitchen and then paying to spend to get granite countertops. We're buying at a little bit more of a marketable price point to invest our money for more potential value. It's also great because you can really customize it and make it your own. Now, some of my clients, like Michael and Katie up there in PA, definitely know how to customize a house and they know how to make it their own, even if it's totally move-in ready. But for those of you that are not yet that skilled, you're going to want to invoke maybe the help of a contractor or an interior designer, somebody that's going to give you those tidbits and points, and you're going to be buying this renovation project or fixer-upper, if you will, so that you have those opportunities to invest that money for someone to give you that advice. Now, a definite negative to fixer-uppers is that these projects can quickly cost money. Don't know if you guys can hear it in the background, but there's a huge construction company working on a project out here right in our street, and that costs a lot of money. You got 4 or 5 guys, some machines, concrete, everything going on. It's a lot of money to invest in this one project. So if you don't have the cash flow, you're going to want to figure that out. And maybe taking a renovation loan is going to be the way that you cover those costs. But it's definitely a pricey and expensive process, and it's not something that goes away quickly. With a move-in ready project, you're actually going to be alleviating those costs because you don't have to pay for these major repairs, and you can do more of the cutesy things that you like by decorating the house or painting, right? A larger issue with these larger projects is that the timeline that you play to not only make the improvement, but to pay for the improvement can delay your move-in time. So let's just say you settled on a house on October 5th and you had a large project, let's just say a kitchen. You may not be able to move in until November or even December, depending on your timeline. And that is a definite negative for some people, especially those that are selling one home to move into the next one. So we want to make sure that we're cognizant of that. And then the big issue that people run into is that these these fixer-upper houses have not been maintained. They've not been improved. So some of the normal routine maintenance that would have been taken care of over the years has been neglected. And so while you're making your fancy improvements like kitchens and bathrooms and flooring and lighting, you're going to be missing out on things that maybe were neglected, i.e. the plumbing, the foundation of the structure. And so those are things that may come up down the road. And that's one of the things that a good home inspector is going to be able to give you advice. By the way, keep an eye out for this. But unfortunately, it's not something that the previous sellers addressed, and so that's going to fall into your burden. Now, we've been talking about some things about fixer-upper homes. Let's transition a little bit to a move-in ready property. Now, of course, move-in ready, nothing needs to be done. Bring your luggage, set it down, and have an evening. No fixes are needed. Nothing's taken care of. Nothing's not taken care of, where you can be confident the property is ready for you to inhabit and move right into, especially after you've sold one home and moved into your next one. Now, some of these move-in ready homes are going to be fully renovated. They're going to have all the modern amenities, the glass shower walls and the granite countertops or quartz or whatever your fancy would be. They're going to have all the nice flooring, lighting, recessed windows, whatever it might be. So it's completely move-in ready and modern. That's a definite benefit for some people, especially those without the image in their head. They're not so sure that this process is going to be easy if they take on a renovation. Now, picking a move-in ready home, of course, it's an easy, simple transition. And so for you, that may be the difference maker between deciding to do a renovation project or a project home as compared to picking something that's move-in ready or fully renovated. Now, there's definite cons to that process as well. And the number one con is that the price of the home is going to be the tippy top of the market value because the improvements are going to attract way more eyes. Think of it like this. If you went onto a car lot and you bought a 2018 car, you're going to get a great price for a great deal because it's slightly used. Totally workable, totally simplistic. But if you bought a 2021 now, you're going to be paying absolute top dollar. No deals, no discounts. You're buying the newest, nicest thing on the road. Same things for houses. So if you buy a fully renovated house, new roof, new windows, new HVAC, new kitchen, new bathrooms, new floor, you're going to be paying absolute top dollar. And you better believe that you're going to be competing with maybe 10 or 15 other contracts. So it may cost you more money in addition to paying more money out of pocket. So it's a big concern. And if you're a particular person, I don't think anyone that knows me would say that I'm particular, but I'm a little particular. If you're like me and you have particular ways that you want to see things completed, buying something that's move-in ready is just silly because every little nook and cranny may bother you. So maybe picking up that project house, invoking a full-on renovation loan, and taking on some liability for yourself to grow your asset and improvement is going to be a good thing. And maybe for you, picking up someone else's renovated project or even working with a renovator like myself where you can pick your finishes, but yet you get the finished product and you don't have to deal with the headaches, maybe that's the best thing for you. Ultimately, these are all factors that you should be considering when you're looking to buy a home. Don't walk into the first one and think it's going to be the perfect thing. And don't let anybody TV you up and show you 3 houses and make you pick one. Figure out what's going to be the best road to travel, find the best house for you, and get a great real estate agent to help you get it. Thank you guys so much. I look forward to seeing you, and I'll talk with you soon. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for weekly content. Also, check out our social media pages. The links are in the description below. See you next week.